Hello, welcome back to Danganronpa V3. This trial's still, moving along here. It's starting to get pretty intense, though. We're right now wondering how Tenko was killed. Hopefully it will provide clues to Angie's killer as well. We're debating the issue of the floorboards.
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Alright. What caused that loud
So what made the floorboard come
that
loose?
loud noise?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden
Yeah.
statue fell over.
But
No,
that
it didn't.
statue was still on top of the cage.
And it was hard to lift.
Hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Stomp
A floorboard
through
that
it.
comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
What could have made a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose? If I think about everyone's testimony and combine it with the facts...
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Okay, I'm starting to wonder something here. The crosspiece... One of the crosspieces that support the loose floorboard was held in. Only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It wasn't broken naturally. It looked like someone purposely cut it. I'm also wondering about that dried blood.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Is this it? Was
A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous.
I'm thinking it's either
God,
that
like I'm
one...
the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly have any experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid.
Okay, I think...
Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
Looking at a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose. Okay.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor.
And there was no one under the...
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Oh, God, I missed it. Oh, God, and... Oh, okay, I get it.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation,
Yeah, it had
one
shifted.
of the crosspieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
I think I'm getting a picture of how they killed Tenko.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece and floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stepped on. Only one of the cross pieces was cut. The other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko. And the other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think. Oh, God. What is this? Wait, what happened when the loose floorboard was stepped on? Okay. I think I know at least the first word. Okay, I think I know what to say. Seesaw effect. See?
I see now.
Okay.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. Yeah, if it happened the way he showed there, they couldn't have stabbed her through the cage because, again, the fabric wasn't torn. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that's consistent with the evidence. Next to the cage, the floorboard. The top of the cage.
That's it.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
But when was the sickle placed there? Wouldn't the rest of us have noticed it as we were moving the cage?
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
It was Kyo, wasn't it then? He's the only one who could have. He must have placed it as he was setting up as he was setting the cloth over the cage. That's got to be it.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in a crouch position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
All these games have been unorthodox.
It's crazy. It would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
The sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Good old-fashioned.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
Thank you.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit!
Not wrong there.
You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
What?
Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why is that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Oh, were you saying because Himiko picked that room?
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
So it had to have been prepared in advance.
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Yeah, but no, that doesn't make sense because Himiko was going to be the medium, but then Tenko volunteered to take her place. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
I don't think it was her.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
Yeah. It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. But does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? No, because the floorboards in the other rooms were prepared the same way. Did something like that really happen? Something so cruel? Intermission time. Okay. Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for... Guess the Victim Quiz! A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden? I'm sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. Can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time. That's the right answer, Monodam. Why, he hasn't said anything. Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you were killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone mourns you and get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy!
You don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
Alright!
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon, too. Good lord, these guys.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Ah! I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
All that remains of a once powerful yokai.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Remains of a once powerful yokai.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't
Right
hear
now,
anything.
you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime.
Okay, are we done with the peanut gallery? This is quite a cliffhanger you left us on.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
The one I suspect most of all right now is Kyo.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
But then that might be a little too obvious.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
He's right about that.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening.
poor thing.
And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
Oh no, that's...
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
You be quiet.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Shut up. I told you. I'm too tired. It's all just big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko is the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
I mean, he's hanging his entire argument on that. But
Himiko, not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Okay, what do we have? Cage, child sound, bloody Kokichi. Okay, I think I know exactly what this is. Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room from where the seance was held. He stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of the crosspiece cut off. The portion that supported the floorboard. Yeah, so all the rooms were prepared in that same manner.
Was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle room? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room?
No.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yes.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
If the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, they might have persuaded her to choose that room somehow. But how, and what would that tell us?
Performing... Why did you select it? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be...
I agree.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
God damn it.
He was
Oh.
careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboards, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
What now, Kyo?
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
Well said, Shuichi.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right! So let's do our best!
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Atta
I
girl.
won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Black Meat is still among us.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn! Well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro. Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards... Isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
But it was part of the... It was part of the... No, because of the magic circle, right?
Ah, that is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it. That must be the reason. Marker stone.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trip.
That was part of the culprit's plans, too?
Looks that way. If that's right, if that's the case, then the culprit... Safety save here. There's no doubt in my mind, they're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. I think so. I'm fairly certain now.
It has to be you. Kyo. Was it you?
But did he kill Angie as well? Because if not, he doesn't get punished.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
He did know exactly where to
I see.
stomp.
Problem.
And there was the room was pitch dark. There wasn't any way he could have, like, a light or anything.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it all. They used...
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't
Makes sense.
Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move them, right?
Yeah.
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
There were the candle holders and the and perhaps the door. I forget where Kyo was standing during which corner he was in during the seance. No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene. I know it. Up, another hangman scanned it. Okay. No. Oh, great. Now the magic circle itself. And he was very familiar with how that, exactly how that circle was drawn. So he might have felt his way along that.
That's it! The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Now what?
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes? The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
That doesn't prove anything.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
And that's, again, and you just said it yourself there.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What is it?
Pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
And Kokichi just
Excuse me,
ignores him.
everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
Oh? What's that?
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Oh, what?
Please,
What?
let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
What else did you install?
Alright, so... what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Ah.
Image recording?
So a camera, basically.
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Huh.
I'll give it a try.
Sounds very useful.
Ready?
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
Oh, the whole, like, the pulling the handkerchiefs out of the mouth.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. Yeah, I definitely see it now. The lines. So this is the magic circle used for the seance. The lines going to each of the corners. That wasn't in the book, was it? Yeah, there are no lines going to the corners.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything? Ah. I can pick any of them, right?
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yes. Thank you too, Miu.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
That might be...
To be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
What?
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
What the hell is wrong with... What is your obsession with fecal matter? Again, I can't wait until Luca plays this. She is gonna love this character.
You're what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
Well, she's not wrong there.
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
I guess...
Well, since you've given me the
he
option,
does still have
I
an
will
ace in the hole.
certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
What is that?
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Marker stone, iron cage, white
If
sheet,
you are going to claim I am
dog
the culprit,
statue.
then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
True, we
No.
could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person...
Wait, what about...
who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle. So simply put, I am not the killer.
I'm sure that Kyo's the culprit. He had a way of getting that murder weapon. I can prove it.
The only person who could have collected...
The sheet. Yeah, he placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off. That was when he placed the sickle.
But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words! The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
You're admitting it.
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma.
But he didn't kill Angie, though, did he? And they're the ones who would still be considered the Blackened.
But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Ah, that's right. Oh, what happens to your votes if there are 2 Blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie.
So why did you still... Unless you thought that... Unless you were unaware at the time that only the first killer would be the Blackened. Because Monokuma didn't tell us that until later.
For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because
Not
the
to
Blackened in
Himiko.
this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you.
Unless Angie wasn't killed in her lab.
If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Let's not get too carried away, Himiko.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
That's
We
true.
should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Oh, I'm sure. But I think we'll find that out next time. I'll see you guys as this trial goes into overtime.
I'm playing a game.